Hi. I'm channeling spiritual energy, and they mostly talk about love and tell us about things we've forgotten, really. So if you like what you hear, press like and subscribe at the end, and then you'll get a notification when the videos are up. Okay. We would like to speak about certain memories and longings that you have to recreate something that perhaps has been a part of your life. Now that sounds very complicated, but we will explain what it is we mean. These certain memories are sometimes wishes. They are a certain dream that you have had, that you would like your life to unfold into. That also sounds a little bit odd, but in order for you to move forward in your human existence, you've always had these sort of dreams. They are a vision, possibilities, life expectancies, we would say. Now, these began for you when you started to think like a grown human. So there are certain times that we often refer to that are childlike. Now we are speaking about a time when you become more, you call it responsible, we do not. We call it a time when you disconnect from energetic source and start putting your foot down in your own life and bringing a certain amount of self-will into it. This is the part when you truly, most of you, become disconnected from your spiritual selves. It is this self-determination which you believe has come from a vision of what you would like to be, what your life would like to look like. So in order for you to get this life that you have envisioned, that you must live this certain way, work this certain way, and do this and be with these people and do this. This is creating a disconnect. Now, what we would like to say is, somehow you've decided that you cannot have both at this time. You must decide between a spiritual or enlightened life and a life of certain, that looks as if it's a movie life, we would call it. We're not sure what a movie is, but it is something that other people have lived, and you look at it and you say, oh, that looks nice, that's the way I want my life to be. Like this. But at that moment you decide the two cannot live together. We have this or this. Now, why is it you decided at that moment you could no longer have both? Because often as a small one you are definitely spiritually connected. It is sooner connected to the universe of love and such. But at this point you disconnect. This is ringing true for many of you because you recall the time when you stopped. You say it as, that's when I stopped believing in others and started to believe in myself. What you are believing in is self-will, and that if you see a certain thing, you can make it happen through sheer force. Now, of course you have done this, many of you, and unfortunately most of you who are in that phase are not listening to this energy. You are still busy at it. So you have no space for this in your life. You're busy creating a movie life. But some of you who are on the other side of it are joining this now. And you are thinking, why did I believe I had to separate the two? It is a certain notion that this life, this movie life, is not spiritual. That is what you decided at that moment, that this cannot be spiritual. And why is that? Why is it that a spiritual world, we would call it, that's your word, we would call it an energetic universe, would not agree with this movie life? What is so wrong with this movie life that you have to choose one or the other and then decide it is not a spiritual way of being? You see? This is the flaw, or it's not a flaw. This is what we wish to draw your attention to. You believed in your mind you could not live this way and be conscious of energy in the universe. That was incorrect at that moment, because you must understand the universe doesn't care what you do. Do this, do that, it doesn't matter. Have a movie life, have a bad life, have a whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is that you have a human experience. This is what you missed. You missed the fact that you can have a movie life and the universe loves you just as much as if you are being a monk up on top of a mountain. You are loved in the same way, because you are all loved equally, because you are all of the universe of love. What difference does it make what you do? That's quite a lot for many of you to handle, because there are many who disagree with this point, including you at some stage of your life. But now we've got you at a different stage, so we're not going to argue so much. Plus, you can't contact us anyway. So, there. So no matter what you do and what choices you make, you are loved. You are love. There now. How do you like that? No matter what, you are always loved. You cannot do anything to be removed from the universe of love. You cannot do anything to disconnect from the energy that surrounds you. That's ridiculous. You have a part of the universe of love in you. You're surrounded by energy. It doesn't matter what you're about. You are loved, no matter what. How do you like that? You are loved, no matter what. There is much love here for you. Namaste.